Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today I'm bringing you something a little bit different, really a little bit different. The Lexus RZ450e. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, so I'm here with my friend Beyond the Test Drive. Check out his channel. He does a bunch of reviews about different cars, a lot of Mazda content. But anyways, he offered me this opportunity to come and kind of give my perspective about the Lexus. So I'm just gonna make a quick little video because I'm not sure how many of you are shopping this car. But here it is, the RZ450e. This is all-wheel drive and it has a rather disappointing range of 197 or 196 miles, and that is when you have the 20-inch wheels. If you get the 18-inch wheels, the range goes up to 220, which still isn't great, but is more palatable. And also worth noting, you can get the RZ450e, which is just the front wheel drive, and that will take your range all the way up to, with the 18-inch wheels, 266 miles. So at that point, if you really want to be in a Lexus and you want to have an electric car, that's not terrible, 266 miles. Now what happens in the real world, I'm not too sure. Just a really quick go around with styling. We have this really interesting dual tone to the front. I don't love it, but you can get it full body color if you want. And this copper color, copper crest, I believe, is actually pretty nice looking. It's kind of like you took a bunch of pennies, you melted them, and then you made a car. The wheels I actually do like with this kind of gunmetal. Sorry, my watch keeps thinking I'm talking to it. Not terrible styling, kind of Venza-y, if you will. I wonder how much they call it on the Venza for the style. And then these weird little crab claw things up there for aero, or maybe to help keep the rear windshield clean. And there is no wiper, so maybe that is true. I kind of wish this just went all the way across like the Equinox over there. You got the rear here. Let me see if I can open it up. There it is. I think it's around 40 cubic feet of space. It's definitely a little bit smaller. The load floor is a little bit higher. There is some storage under here, which is actually pretty decent. So can't complain about that. The seats fold down, 60-40 split, and this is a powered lift gate. And the rear view camera actually has a cleaner, and what's really cool about this, and I haven't seen this in many cars because I don't really live in the luxury car space, but it actually has front headlight cleaners right here that'll pop out and clean them if maybe you feel you're off-road in your RZ and it got a little bit dirty. So here is behind my 6'1" driver position. I definitely feel, I don't know if I can show it very well, but my legs are high up off the seat. I have plenty of knee room, maybe an inch or two. Definitely not as much space as in like my Equinox, but it's not bad. You got seat warmers, USB-C back here. You have an AC 120 volt outlet, but no grounding plug. So I'm not sure of all the things you can use with that if you don't have the appropriate plug. The material is kind of interesting. It's like this suede Alcantara. I don't love it. We were kind of discussing, we wish it had been leather or some kind of fake leather material, especially for a Lexus. It should probably be leather, but I do like this. The door opening is actually pretty nice, if I must say so myself. And then to hop in the driver's seat here, you actually do have some puddle lights. I believe they say Lexus. It's hard to say, or it has the logo because it is it is kind of daylight out. You get in, it's not too bad. Oh, the seats actually push back because it has easy entry, so I actually might have more space in the back to sit. I don't have the key on me, but you can kind of see the display right here is very small, but there's this huge area, which is a little weird. And then the display itself is actually a little fuzzy, so hopefully I can cut in some more of the content. And then here we got a steering wheel. It's definitely a weird material, which should have been leather or something like that. It's kind of slick and plush. I don't even know what to compare it to. Got all your features here. Got some paddle to adjust regen. There is no one pedal driving. It will not bring your car to a stop, and it doesn't slow your car if you hold it and pull it like some other cars do. Lots of buttons, buttons. And actually over here, there's a surprisingly small amount of buttons. So climate, for the most part, is on here at an actual screen. And I'll get in some more footage of the screen on. And then here we have an electrochromatic roof. I'm actually gonna have to have the car on to do that. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get the key, because I forgot to grab the key from my compatriot today, and then I'll kind of shoot the rest of this intro. All right, everybody, so to turn it on, this is so weird for me. You have to push the brake pedal and then press the power button, and now we're on. That's hard, because all of my cars you get in and they're on as soon as you press the brake pedal. But here we are with the display. You can see it's a little fuzzy, and it takes up such a small area. I don't know why they wouldn't have put maybe like a bigger screen there, add some more information to the driver display. There is a really nice heads-up display though. You can see that right there, which I've enjoyed using, and it will display stop signs and all sorts of really useful features for a driver. It does have lane centering. I use that. It's not bad lane centering, but it can be a little twitchy at times. Here is the infotainment, and you can see all the climates on here. These do adjust the climate, and they're pretty cool actually. Knobs. This is very similar to the knob that's on the Equinox for the volume. You can do front defrost, looks like rear defrost. This does have radiant heating, which is right there. I think right here. I don't know if you can see that very well right here for that. But the screen's not bad looking. This does not have route planning, which is a little bit disappointing. And then I just wanted to show a couple weird things in here when it comes to charging. Let's go to, see, I have to find it. It's vehicle customize, and then you go to charging. And here you can change the charging current, max, 16 amp, 8 amp, which I was talking about. It's weird because it comes with a 12 amp charger. So I think it's funny that that's not an option, but here we are. Charging limit, you can adjust here, but you have to go to menus in. I think charging should be its own menu of itself. You click it, you're there, and you can do all this stuff. And then we have DC charge power. I don't know why they would let people change the DC charge power, because most people want to charge as fast as possible, but maybe you want to change it and you can, but I would not recommend this. I would say, you know, be courteous to other drivers, charge as fast as you can and get out of the way. And then you can turn off the battery cooling. So like, don't do that. I'm not sure why you wouldn't want your battery to be cool. I don't know. As far as the regenerative braking and the one pedal system, it works okay. It is very mild. So if you are not used to a one pedal driving system, this car will probably be for you, because it feels like a normal car. Something really cool about this car, actually, I will say, so I'm not like knocking it the whole time, is when you go to turn, or when you come to a really slow speed and you want to park, it will actually pop up with the camera automatically, which I really like. And the camera, there's the surround view. That's kind of strange looking. But let me see if I can get to the one. Yeah, this view. No, actually, I can't find the view they show. That's so weird. Let me put the car on real quick. So drive. There it is. Here it is. So a really nice surround view display, and then we have a nice view. This is of the front actually. And if I were to go in reverse, I'm sure it would go to the rear camera there. So that's pretty nice. I just want to show the navigation. It looks okay, but it doesn't even tell you how much range you're going to be left with when you arrive. You know, it shows 42 minutes, 33 miles of travel, but no range. So that's definitely a miss when it's an EV, because people want to know what they're going to get when they get there. So as far as driving impressions, it drives really, really nice. It's relatively quiet. It's definitely not like a bang vault, but it's quiet. It eats up all the bumps. The acceleration is really nice. There is a lot of motor noise, which I thought was interesting. Obviously, there's a point where you can't, you know, get rid of the motor noise, but if there's maybe a little bit more sound dampening to keep the motor noise out of the cabin, because that is going to be a little different for people coming from combustion car to electric car, where they're going to be like, what's this whirring sound when the electric motor is doing its thing. But yeah, the motor is pretty nice. It's definitely a little front bias, a little bit more front bias. So you go into a turn, you can definitely feel it. You know, not like this isn't a drift machine, but it's a little drifty if you go hard into a corner. I already talked about the lane centering. It was fine. At least it has lane centering, right? That's a plus, because my Equinox doesn't have lane centering a lot of times. And then handling really nice, really solid. I feel really stable on the road. So yeah, it was a pretty good experience. All right, everybody. So there it is, the Lexus RZ450e. I think what I would say is it's a nice car, but it's not a great EV. It's just lacking a lot of things that one would desire with an EV. I am gonna try and do a charge test to see what the charging is like, because there actually is nothing on the internet showing a full charge curve of this car. So I'd be interested to see how that goes. We just did a little charge session. I found out some interesting things. I'll post the charge video elsewhere, but it was okay. It was not good, but it wasn't bad. So whatever, take that for what it is. But a couple things I noticed. Once you plug in, you can't change your charge limit. So if you want it to automatically shut off, you need to do that before you plug in, which is really weird. Second, you don't see anything about the charging while you're charging, like when it will be completed, or at least I didn't see it anywhere. So that's not great. And then also you can't stop the charge from inside the car. So you have to get out of the car to stop the charge. All very interesting things. One thing too, I'm just gonna remember because the car is turned on, is I told you all, I promised I'd show you the electrochromatic roof right here, and boom, it's actually pretty cool. You can note, if you look at my face, and then you can see how much sun it blocks out. It's actually a pretty good amount. But anyway, that's that. So interesting results here for charging the, I almost said BZ4X, the RZ450e. You know, if you like Lexus, I think this car is for you. I think if you're really into EVs, there's a lot of better options, like the GV70 electrified, the new Porsche Macan that's coming out, the sister car to that, the Q6 e-tron, or the Q6 e-tron are good options. I'm trying to think of others. Oh, the Cadillac Lyric, you can get a fully spec'd one that's really nice as well, and they all charge way better and would be a way better long distance traveling experience. But hey, if you just drive to work and back and you don't really drive a lot, I think this car would be fine. And if you had to take on the occasional road trip, you could. Or Lexus will actually give you a car, like a gas car or a hybrid, that you can take and road trip with instead. I think it's 10 days. They give you 10 days of a loaner car if the electric lifestyle is not for you. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this quick little video of this cool car. Thanks again to Beyond the Test Drive for letting me check this out, and to, for Lexus letting me check this out. It was a really cool experience, and if you could check out his channel, he does a bunch of like point of view driving and reviews, and he's way better at videography than I am, and all his videos look really nice. So that's that. So if you haven't already, please remember to give a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all next time.